The Summoner Showdown Week 8 was sick, innit? When do we get the She-Hulk Gold and ISO? And is there an exploit for the Boss Rush Challenge? Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news. Hope you're doing well on this lovely Friday. Thank God it is Friday. It's the 20th of September edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news. Go to twitch.tv/RichTheMan live and follow for daily live streams. And don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below in regards to the topic of this video. Thank you. And without further ado, let's get into the news. Week 8 is going to be one of my favourite editions so far, and there's actually a little bit of a boo-boo, which we're going to see in a moment. Well, look, they kind of announced the Turbo Team's winner. No, it's Yeet. Yeet's the winner. Bit of a boo-boo there. I think Josh Soleil as well kind of mentions the wrong percentage for War Machine, but I thought it's a great show, okay. A few surprises here and there with Brutal DLX. I think a lot of people kind of thought that he was going to be better on the night. But look, pressure gets to you at the end of the day. It was still a great show. A great performance by Yeet and obviously an amazing win. Tim had to do a lot to get himself to the point. I mean, he had to get a lot of damage down and also at the same time retain his health. So there was a lot of pressure for him going into that fight. So the finalists look like this so far. We've got Chunky B, we've got Big Blue, we've got DT Melodic Metal, we've got Roasted Bagel, we've got Panda Man Pete, we've got Invincible, and we've got Miss Insomnia. Yeet's been added to week 8, and the final week is going to be difficult because there will be that ongoing rivalry with Legacy and Yeet that you'd want to see going into the tournament situation. But at the same time, I don't know, I love Andrew, so I want Andrew to win. But at the same time, I'm quite excited for Crafty grinding because I'm like, but that would be a nice little shocker. I always like an underdog story. I always like that. And yes, there's lots of things I'd like to see. We'll see what happens next week though. In other news, did you know that the game went down yesterday? Yes, for a brief period of time. I don't know why. It just kind of went down. A lot of people are kind of putting 2 and 2 together and going, this is because of the Boss Rush issue, which is a story we'll talk about as our lead story, our last story today. So do bear that in mind. That's probably the reason that it has been taken down. Moving on to our next story, and for those that had the rank down tickets for She-Hulk, you're probably wondering, well, where's the ISO and where's the gold that was announced back when this was actually going to be changed? So first and foremost, when the rank down tickets were given out, we weren't going to get any gold or any ISO, but Kabam changed their mind and said that, well, like, look, we'll give you the resources back for this, but we had to wait after the 18th of September. And as of now, it's the 20th of September, so what is happening? I thought just quickly, whilst I'm recording, I'll check in to see if there's any movement on this, whether or not we've got anything, and so far, nothing in the inbox. Yesterday, there was a response from Kabam that basically said that we're going to have to wait a little bit soon. Now, everyone is still chomping at the bit for that golden ISO, because they're like the Queen song. I want it all, and I want it now, but for whatever reason, it's not coming now. Even in this kind of response, it said something about the 19th of September. So it kind of changes the goalpost for how it was on the 18th of September. Maybe just a typo. Don't know. Still waiting to find out some more info. That's all we know. That's all she wrote at the moment. If I get any more info, I'll let you know. Our next story, let's talk about the Boss Rush. So the response from this has been very mixed. I've had a lot of positive praise towards mine, and also there's been level of criticism towards others based on their fight. At the end of the day, you can never win over the internet, and you can never win over other people. One person's expectations and how they find the game is going to be different to someone else based on so many different things, like device, Wi-Fi strength, and other factors as well. But what are Kabam's kind of thoughts and things that maybe people have missed out on? First of all, Mike says he's proud of me. That's nice. I really don't think you are. I'm the last person you should be proud of, you sassy bitch. At the end of the day, as Mike says, we've got one shot to kind of get together a boss, and I think the mine that I created was alright. Actually, I think it was pretty much fine for the community. I wanted something off an L1 that's easy to avoid, and which it is. Also, you have to think a little bit, not a huge amount, just a little smidge about like mystic reduction and how like mystics kind of interfere with that, and also limber. So I kind of put in elements that were kind of annoying, but as well, it's kind of a good flavor for a start. So it kind of warms you up. It's kind of a good warm-up fight. So yeah, and some people dug it. They thought it was cool. A lot of people thought it was fair. I only had like I probably had about 4 people say to me that they struggled against it. So you know, it's good. It's good. Thanks for all the positive feedback on that one, by the way. Also, something interesting that I didn't know about, or maybe I did, but kind of completely oblivious to, was that Legacy's fight had to be changed, or was going to be changed again. I don't know if this was the first change that was being done, or a secondary change. So maybe Symbiote Supreme was not going to be so Supreme. Yeah, even this statement up here by Mike back on the 18th, when, you know, he was none the wiser to this mode being a bit of an exploit. This then moves us on to our big story and the kind of boss rush exploit double rewards situation. So I got this kind of rumbling of a feeling from people that this was a thing, and it was only, I'd say, into yesterday to Thursday, the 19th of September, when people were kind of like, oh, we're getting double the 5-star rewards here. So what's the deal? And all of a sudden, the game was taken down. Connection? Don't know. But the main thing to say with that, it was moved. It was moved from the special events section to the daily. And people were like, why is it moved in there? Is this because of the fact of the double rewards? Some people do have the option to go and get those double titles, and maybe triple, maybe even all the titles. You only need one title, and that's the man title. That's the best title to have. Because it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, you can have the man title. Look at Becky Lynch, WWE. It's gender fluid. You know, it's perfect. But obviously, as soon as Kabam get wise to things like the not just getting the titles over and over again, but also the fact that it was spewing out rewards like this. So a second run gifted another 10k, which means that people got 2 5-star crystals, or could be like 1 featured and then 5 towards the next one, or even like if they got the sigil, then they've got a little bit of a discount. So this is a little bit of a Brucey bonus for people. And Kabam Mike yesterday said that this was a bug, but looking even now, I'm in the special section and it's not there. You go to events quest, you then go into your daily, and you find that it's what's it? It's in there. So I don't know if it is actually a bug. At this point, a lot of people in the forum are kind of discussing the fact that, well, is this really fair because this is double rewards? They're looking at situations like, well, the Alliance War situation the other week, and whether or not those double rewards were fair. I think that those rewards were a bit more extensive than just 10,000 5-star shards, which nowadays isn't very much. But saying that, if I compare it back in 2015, when I was buying, the most that you could get was like 4-star shards and 4-star champions. Man, you know, this is a lot more than it used to be. But people are being very vocal. If you want to get involved with it and have your say, go to the link in the description. It'll take you to this forum post. But in the early hours of this morning, for me, it was given a little announcement that this quest that has been moved to the daily from the special is actually a bug. It is really weird to look at these kind of things as this, like how this ended up coming to be. I'm just, I don't know, I'm very clueless to these kind of like game build situations and systems and how things are put together on what given platform, as to like how they would go from one place and go whoop, and just like move over without any kind of tinkering to another place. It was very peculiar, very weird. But also the statement on whether or not we're going to see anything like, well, do you think that everybody else is going to get the extra 10k 5-star shards? Or are people going to be able to have those rewards removed? And at the moment, the answer is no. No, that's not the case. People aren't going to have those extra 10k 5-star shards removed. And let's face it, that's a lot of work for Kabam to do. When we're talking back in March about the Alliance Quest situation, when rewards was so spaced out to everybody, it then meant everything was a bit kind of convoluted, and Kabam's extent of workload, it's too much for them to do. So this could be another one of those scenarios. In case, what are your thoughts on this matter? Do you think that the people that got the double rewards should keep them? Do you not care whatsoever and want to have a happy and joyful game? What are your thoughts? Have them in the comment section down below. So yes, indeed, that has been Marvel Contest of Champions news for the 20th of September 2019. Get involved with the discussion in the comment section down below. Also, check out some other content here, and maybe some other content here as well. Why not? Just fill your boots. It's a Friday. Have fun. In any case, I'm not sure what I'm going to be making over the weekend because I'm still stockpiling of content for New York. Fingers crossed. I think the laptop is going to be here midday today, and I get to set it all up. So I'll probably be doing a test Twitch stream with it at some point over the weekend, and lots of content. The content I'm going to be posting from when I'm away, from I think it's the 28th of September right the way through to the 6th of October. It's going to be fresh New York Comic Con content, but also some of my finest MCOC content, some synergy stuff that I've been putting together for a while, some other videos I've been planning. It's going to be great. Look out for that. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye for now.